The Umayyad dynasty's rule in Andalusia emerges against the backdrop of a rich tapestry of cultures, religions, and civilizations. The Iberian Peninsula, known for its strategic location bridging Europe and Africa, had been home to various peoples, including the Phoenicians, Romans, Visigoths, and Byzantines. In the early 8th century, Islam spread rapidly across the region, propelled by the conquests of Muslim armies under the Umayyad Caliphate. The conquest of Andalusia by Muslim forces in 711 CE marked the beginning of a new era in the history of Spain, ushering in a period of Islamic rule that would endure for centuries. The Umayyad dynasty's reign in Andalusia represents a transformative period characterized by remarkable achievements in governance, architecture, culture, and intellectual inquiry. Despite its eventual decline, the Umayyad legacy continues to shape the cultural landscape of Andalusia and serve as a testament to the enduring influence of Islamic civilization on European history. This essay aims to explore the multifaceted aspects of Umayyad rule in Andalusia, examining its socio-political structure, architectural marvels, intellectual contributions, and lasting impact on the Iberian Peninsula and beyond. Through a comprehensive analysis of primary sources and scholarly research, this study seeks to provide a nuanced understanding of the Umayyad dynasty's legacy in Andalusia and its enduring significance in the annals of history. The establishment of Muslim rule in Spain began with the Islamic conquest of the Iberian Peninsula in the early 8th century. In 711 CE, Tariq ibn Ziyad, a Berber general serving under the Umayyad Caliphate in Damascus, led an army across the Strait of Gibraltar and defeated the Visigothic forces under King Roderick at the Battle of Guadalete. This victory marked the beginning of Muslim rule in Spain, as the Umayyad forces swiftly conquered vast territories in the region, including the major cities of Toledo and Cordoba. The rapid expansion of Muslim rule was facilitated by internal divisions among the Visigothic nobility and the willingness of many Hispano-Roman and Jewish communities to ally with the Muslim conquerors against the oppressive Visigothic regime. The establishment of the Umayyad Emirate of Córdoba in 756 CE marked a significant turning point in the history of Muslim Spain. Abd al-Rahman I, a survivor of the Abbasid massacre of the Umayyad family in Damascus, fled to Spain and rallied supporters to his cause. Known as the Falcon of Andalus, Abd al-Rahman I successfully consolidated power in the region and declared himself the first emir of Córdoba, thereby founding the Umayyad dynasty in Andalusia. Abd al-Rahman I's reign was characterized by a series of military campaigns to secure his authority and expand the territory under Umayyad control. His astute leadership and diplomatic skills enabled him to navigate the complex political landscape of Andalusia, forging alliances with local Berber tribes and Christian rulers to strengthen his position. Under the subsequent Umayyad emirs, Andalusia experienced a period of relative stability and prosperity. The Umayyad rulers implemented a centralized administrative system that allowed for efficient governance and economic development. They established a network of fortified cities and garrisons to defend against external threats and maintain control over the diverse territories of Muslim Spain. Through a combination of military conquest, diplomacy, and alliances with local elites, the Umayyad dynasty expanded its influence across much of the Iberian Peninsula, reaching its zenith under the reign of Abd al-Rahman III in the 10th century. During this period, Córdoba emerged as a thriving cultural and intellectual center, attracting scholars, artists, and merchants from across the Mediterranean world. The rise of the Umayyad dynasty in Andalusia transformed the political, cultural, and religious landscape of Spain, laying the foundation for a golden age of Islamic civilization in the region. Despite facing numerous challenges and external pressures, the Umayyad rulers succeeded in establishing a powerful and enduring dynasty that would leave an indelible mark on the history of Andalusia and the wider Mediterranean world. The socio-political structure of Umayyad Andalusia was characterized by a sophisticated administrative system that facilitated effective governance and centralized authority. At the apex of the hierarchy was the emir, who wielded supreme executive power and served as the political and military leader of the realm. Below the emir were appointed officials, known as walis or governors, who administered various regions and cities of Andalusia on behalf of the central government. These governors were tasked with maintaining law and order, collecting taxes, and overseeing public works projects. The administrative apparatus of Umayyad Andalusia also included a council of advisors, comprised of scholars, jurists, and military commanders, who provided counsel to the emir on matters of state. Additionally, the emir relied on a network of spies and informants to monitor dissent and potential threats to his authority. Despite the centralization of power, the Umayyad rulers granted considerable autonomy to local governors and tribal chieftains, allowing them to govern their territories according to customary laws and traditions. One of the hallmarks of Umayyad rule in Andalusia was its policy of religious tolerance and coexistence. Unlike their counterparts in other parts of the Islamic world, the Umayyad emirs of Andalusia adopted a pragmatic approach to religious minorities, granting them freedom of worship and exempting them from certain taxes in exchange for loyalty and obedience to the central government. Christians and Jews were allowed to practice their faiths openly, build churches and synagogues, and hold positions of authority in government and commerce. This spirit of religious tolerance fostered a cosmopolitan society where Muslims, Christians, and Jews lived and worked together in relative harmony. Intellectual and cultural exchange flourished, as scholars and artists from diverse religious backgrounds collaborated on scientific, literary, and artistic endeavors. The Umayyad emirs patronized the translation of classical Greek and Roman texts into Arabic, thereby preserving and disseminating ancient knowledge to a wider audience. This atmosphere of religious pluralism and intellectual curiosity contributed to the cultural vibrancy and dynamism of Umayyad Andalusia. Umayyad Andalusia was renowned for its economic prosperity and vibrant trade networks that connected it to the wider Mediterranean world. The fertile lands of Andalusia supported a thriving agricultural economy, producing abundant crops of wheat, olives, grapes, and citrus fruits. In addition to agriculture, Andalusia was a center of artisanal production, with skilled craftsmen producing luxury goods such as ceramics, textiles, and metalwork. Trade played a crucial role in the economy of Umayyad Andalusia, as merchants from across the Mediterranean basin flocked to its bustling markets and ports to exchange goods and commodities. The port city of Cordoba emerged as a major trading hub, serving as a gateway for goods entering and leaving the Iberian Peninsula. The Umayyad emirs encouraged trade and commerce by investing in infrastructure such as roads, bridges, and harbors, and by maintaining a stable and secure environment for merchants to conduct their business. One of the most iconic landmarks of Umayyad Andalusia is the Great Mosque of Córdoba, also known as the Mezquita. Originally constructed in the 8th century during the reign of Abd al-Rahman I, the mosque underwent several expansions and renovations over the centuries, resulting in its unique blend of architectural styles reflecting the diverse cultural influences of the region. The mosque's most distinctive feature is its expansive hypostyle prayer hall, characterized by a forest of horseshoe arches supported by columns of jasper, marble, and granite. The mihrab, or prayer niche, is adorned with intricate geometric patterns and calligraphic inscriptions, while the courtyard, or san, features a tranquil garden and reflecting pool. The Great Mosque of Córdoba stands as a testament to the ingenuity and creativity of Umayyad architects, who melded Islamic, Byzantine, and Visigothic design elements to create a masterpiece of Islamic art and architecture. Perched atop a hill overlooking the city of Granada, the Alhambra Palace and Fortress is a breathtaking testament to the architectural achievements of the Umayyad Dynasty in Andalusia. Originally built as a military fortress in the 9th century, the Alhambra was transformed into a palatial complex by the Nasrid emirs in the 13th and 14th centuries. The palace complex is renowned for its intricate stucco decorations, carved wooden ceilings, and colorful tilework, which adorn its halls, courtyards, and gardens. The Court of the Lions, with its central fountain surrounded by 12 marble lions, is perhaps the most famous feature of the Alhambra, symbolizing the harmony and balance of Islamic architecture. The Alhambra Palace and Fortress exemplifies the Umayyad commitment to aesthetic beauty and functional design, serving as a testament to their enduring legacy in Andalusia.
Umayyad Andalusia was characterized by its sophisticated urban planning and infrastructure, which facilitated the development of thriving cities and commercial centers.
The Umayyad rulers invested heavily in public works projects, including the construction of aqueducts, bridges, and roads, which connected distant regions and facilitated trade and commerce. The city of Cordoba, in particular, benefited from Umayyad patronage, as evidenced by its extensive network of streets, markets, and public buildings. The Umayyad emirs also sponsored the construction of palaces, gardens, and public baths, which served as symbols of their wealth and power. The urban landscape of Umayyad Andalusia reflected the cosmopolitan nature of its society, with neighborhoods inhabited by Muslims, Christians, and Jews living side by side. Despite the eventual decline of Umayyad rule, the architectural legacy of Andalusia endured, influencing subsequent generations of architects and designers across Europe and the Mediterranean world. One of the defining features of Umayyad Andalusia was its vibrant translation movement, which played a crucial role in preserving and transmitting the knowledge of antiquity to future generations. Muslim scholars in Andalusia, inspired by the rich legacy of Greek, Roman, and Persian learning, embarked on a monumental effort to translate classical texts into Arabic, the lingua franca of the Islamic world. Under the patronage of Umayyad emirs and scholars such as Abd al-Rahman III and al-Hakam II, renowned works of philosophy, science, medicine, and literature were translated into Arabic, thereby making them accessible to a wider audience. This translation movement not only preserved the intellectual heritage of antiquity but also facilitated the exchange of ideas between different cultures and civilizations, laying the foundation for the flourishing of Islamic scholarship in Andalusia and beyond.
Umayyad Andalusia was a hub of scientific inquiry and innovation, where scholars from diverse backgrounds made significant contributions to fields such as astronomy, mathematics, and medicine. Building upon the knowledge of ancient civilizations, Muslim astronomers in Andalusia made groundbreaking discoveries in celestial mechanics, optics, and cartography. Notable figures such as al-Zarqali, Arzachel, and Ibn al-Haytham, Alhazen, revolutionized our understanding of the cosmos, developing sophisticated instruments and techniques for observing the heavens. In the realm of mathematics, Umayyad scholars made important advancements in algebra, geometry, and trigonometry, laying the groundwork for the development of modern mathematical principles and techniques. Figures such as al-Khwarizmi and al-Andalus took the discipline of mathematics to new heights, introducing concepts such as algebraic equations and algorithms that would have a profound impact on the fields of science and engineering. In the field of medicine, Umayyad Andalusia produced some of the most eminent physicians and scholars of the Islamic world. Physicians such as Ibn Sina, Avicenna, and Ibn Avenzoar, made significant contributions to medical theory and practice, refining diagnostic techniques, developing new treatments, and compiling encyclopedic medical texts that would serve as authoritative references for centuries to come. The Umayyad emirs of Andalusia were known for their patronage of hospitals, clinics, and medical schools, where physicians and students could study and practice the healing arts under the guidance of expert practitioners. Umayyad Andalusia was a golden age of literary and artistic creativity, where poets, writers, and artists flourished under the patronage of enlightened rulers and scholars. Poetry, in particular, was revered as the highest form of artistic expression, with poets such as Ibn Hazm, Ibn Zaydan, and Walada bint al-Mustaqfi, gaining fame for their lyrical verse and impassioned rhetoric. The courts of Umayyad emirs were centers of literary patronage, where poets and scholars would gather to recite poetry, debate philosophy, and engage in intellectual discourse. In addition to poetry, Umayyad Andalusia was also renowned for its contributions to the visual arts, including calligraphy, manuscript illumination, and decorative tilework. Artisans and craftsmen produced exquisite works of art that adorned palaces, mosques, and private residences, reflecting the cultural diversity and cosmopolitanism of Andalusian society. The Umayyad emirs were avid patrons of the arts,
commissioning elaborate tapestries, ceramics, and metalwork that showcased the skill and craftsmanship of Andalusian artisans. The decline of the Umayyad dynasty in Andalusia was precipitated by a combination of internal conflicts and political instability that weakened the central authority and undermined the unity of the realm. As the Umayyad Emirate expanded and diversified, tensions arose between different factions within the ruling elite, leading to power struggles and rivalries for control over key territories and resources. The institution of slavery also played a role in exacerbating internal divisions, as slave soldiers known as the Mawali gained influence and sought to assert their own interests against those of the Umayyad aristocracy.
Furthermore, succession crises and disputes over the legitimacy of rulers further contributed to political instability, as rival claimants vied for the throne and challenged the authority of the sitting emir. These internal conflicts weakened the central government's ability to maintain law and order, leading to a breakdown in governance and the proliferation of local fiefdoms and autonomous city-states. The fragmentation of Umayyad Andalusia was accelerated by the Reconquista, a centuries-long campaign by Christian kingdoms in northern Spain to reconquer the Iberian Peninsula from Muslim rule. Beginning in the 8th century with the establishment of the Kingdom of Asturias, Christian forces gradually gained ground against the Muslim Emirates of Andalusia, reclaiming territories in the north and pushing southward towards the heartland of Muslim Spain. The Reconquista intensified in the 11th century with the rise of powerful Christian kingdoms such as Castile, Aragon, and Portugal, which launched concerted military campaigns to conquer Muslim-held territories. The decisive Battle of Las Navas de Tolosa in 1212 dealt a severe blow to Muslim forces, leading to the gradual disintegration of Umayyad rule and the loss of key cities such as Toledo, Seville, and Cordoba to Christian forces. By the end of the 15th century, the last remnants of Muslim rule in Spain were confined to the Kingdom of Granada, which eventually fell to the Catholic monarchs, Ferdinand II of Aragon and Isabella I of Castile, in 1492. The completion of the Reconquista marked the end of Muslim rule in Spain and the beginning of a new era of Christian dominance, as the Spanish monarchs embarked on a campaign of religious and cultural assimilation known as the Spanish Inquisition. Despite its eventual decline and fall, the Umayyad dynasty's legacy in Andalusia endures as a testament to the cultural, intellectual, and architectural achievements of Islamic civilization in medieval Spain. The Umayyad emirs of Andalusia left an indelible mark on the region's language, architecture, cuisine, and cultural heritage, shaping the identity of modern-day Spain and the wider Mediterranean world. The architectural marvels of Umayyad Andalusia, including the Great Mosque of Córdoba and the Alhambra Palace, continue to attract millions of visitors each year, serving as symbols of Spain's rich Islamic heritage. The intellectual and cultural renaissance of Umayyad Andalusia laid the foundation for the European Renaissance, inspiring generations of scholars, artists, and thinkers with its spirit of inquiry and creativity. The Umayyad legacy in Andalusia transcends the boundaries of time and space, serving as a source of inspiration and pride for people of all backgrounds. The architectural, cultural, and intellectual achievements of Umayyad Andalusia continue to captivate the imagination of scholars, artists, and travelers, reminding us of the rich and diverse tapestry of human civilization. Beyond Andalusia, the Umayyad legacy has left an indelible mark on the cultural heritage of Spain and the wider Mediterranean world. From the poetry of Ibn Hazm to the architecture of the Alhambra, the influence of Umayyad Andalusia can be seen and felt in every corner of the region, shaping the identity of modern-day Spain and enriching the cultural landscape of Europe and beyond. As we reflect on the Umayyad legacy in Andalusia and beyond, we are reminded of the transformative power of culture, creativity, and innovation. The Umayyad dynasty's reign in Andalusia serves as a testament to the enduring legacy of Islamic civilization, whose contributions to human knowledge and understanding continue to resonate with us today.